All right, hey, Marky Mark here, and we're back again. I'm going to show you today how the wedding planner, that's me, builds 3 barn bars. We are at the barn at French Mountain. We're back again. I'm going to show you today how the wedding planner, that's me, builds 3 very inexpensive, affordable, cheap, basic barn bars, all portable. As you can see, we have our little area set up here. I've got my supplies. We'll do a materials list later. We'll let you know the cost later. Some of this is for another project, which will be a bonus shoot later, and that's it. So basically we've got tin, we've got some 1x6, we have some 2x6 for the tops, and then the frame obviously built all out of very basic 2x4s. So you got to remember when we're doing this thing, you got to remember one thing. I'm not a carpenter. I don't pretend to be a carpenter. There are probably 1,000 better ways to do this than how I'm going to show you. However, I'm going to show you how I do it. This way, you, who might not know how to do it, want to try, can do it yourself. So if you're a master carpenter or pro carpenter or whatever you are, hold the comments. Yes, there's better ways you can do this, you can do that, but it is what it is. This is how we do things in our little slice of the world right here at the Wild West Ranch and the barn at French Mountain. So stay tuned. When I say you need to go to a rough cut lumber mill and buy your lumber, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is not Lowe's, this is not Home Depot. This is basically a lumber mill where they cut lumber, and it's usually not finished, meaning it's rough. Sometimes you can pay a little extra and get planed wood and stuff like that, but they literally cut all this stuff right here, and it's mostly all pine. So pine back there. Big logs come in, and then they bring them over here and cut them, and there's just stacks and stacks and stacks of wood. This is all the 1x stuff, and then as you come down on this side, all the thicker stuff, the 2x4s and the 4x4s, all down there, and this is it, man. Like there's the office. You know what I mean? Like this is where you buy that kind of stuff. So that's what I'm talking about. All right, so this is my base. I'm going to build 3 of these. So I got the first one done. This bar is going to be 8 feet long, so the base is 7 feet. All right, my inner pieces here are 21, and the ones that go across on the outside here are 28. So the whole thing's going to be 30 inches wide. So I'm going 28 on this with just a couple inch overhang on the front. That's the style I want. And I've added 2.5 inch casters here on the back. Everything in this barn has casters on it, except for the arbor there. But just about everything that moves has casters on it. And I set them with some screws and some fender washers to hold them in. There's probably a better way, but that's how I do it. So this is the base. This is set. I'm going to build 2 more of these now, and then we'll go on to the next step. Okay, so we've got some in various stages here. This one is just getting the uprights on it now. And this one has the uprights on it and the cross pieces. And this one has the top. It's all fastened down. We're going to sand everything later, and we're going to put shelves on the bottom too. But just wanted to give you an idea of the various stages. And that's what we have. All right, so we're back again. And I just want to show you various stages of the shelf. So these ones are done. And I'm just using some old wood we had here. Obviously, if you want to make it nicer, you can use whatever you want. This one, you can see I put the 3 braces in, and it'll support plenty of weight. They're not going to be stocking a ton of stuff down there. These are all, bars that are just used one up at an event. And then this one still hasn't got the inserts put in yet. Basically using 4-inch headlocks or timber locks to lock everything together. It ain't going nowhere. All right, we're back again, and I got the fronts done, so you can see basically 3 panels on this. They overlap, you know, one rib each, and then I just put a piece in the middle there. I didn't do the sides yet. And then what I've done up here, just to fill the space in, at the top, I've added a couple of 2x4s there just to tack to level it off. If you get extras, you can fill the whole thing in. The bottom's level. I'm not worried about the middle because, again, it's pretty solid. So, you know, we're in good shape there. I probably have to put a couple more screws in up there, but yep. So that's finished. As far as it's not sanded yet, but that's the finished look of what I'm going for. And then down here, again, we're gonna do this third one. The second one's already over there. So 3 of them, we're moving. So here they are, getting closer to done. I built 3 8-footers. So if you want, you can put them in a U shape like this, or they can be individuals, or, you know, one long one, 24 feet, whatever you want to do. And if someone's only using one because it's a small event or something like that, then the other 2 can be cake tables, or, you know, gift tables, or whatever you want to use them for. So what I did is I closed in the end with barnwood, just because barnwood's a little cheaper than the metal, and I only had enough to do the fronts. So that's what you got. They still have to be sanded and polished on top, and then underneath you've got plenty of storage. Plenty of storage. Again, it's not fine finish wood down below. It's what we had here on property, so I went with it. We're not going to paint these. There's going to be poly on top, because if you look around, everything's fairly natural in here. But that's how the wedding planner does that part. And once they're sanded and ready to go, I will show you more. So you can see we're to the sanding part now, and I'm just using a simple grinder, grind the tops down. Again, you can put whatever top you want on this. We just went with the barnwood to keep everything matching, and time-wise, I don't have a lot of time to complete this project, so I need to get this done right away. Otherwise, a flat top would probably be, you know, a better way to go, but after I get everything sanded, I'm going to put polyurethane on them and call it a day. So, but this one's all sanded down. You know, it's rough wood, but we got it sanded down as much as we want it, and yeah, it'll be perfect. Okay, so we're all done for now. We've got 3 coats of poly on each one. Just put the last coat on. They're in here drying. All built, all ready to go. Remember, you can do this any way you want. This is how I did it. You could put tin on the sides if you want. You can build better shelves. You can put a solid top on. Do anything you want. So these are 8 feet long by 42 inches tall. And the shelf is in the middle. It's basically a 7-foot shelf by 2 feet wide. So the frame is 7 feet and the top is 8. You can see it sticks over 6 inches on either side. And remember, I just used the wood for the shelves that we had on property. But all in all, when all's said and done, we're into this for around $1,000 for 3 of them. So somewhere between $300 and $400, you know, in materials, depending on what you got laying around. Remember, from a lumber mill, it's rough sawn lumber. If you go to buy any of that stuff at the Home Depot or Lowe's, or, you know, the home improvement store, you're going to pay 3 times the amount. Of course, again, if that's the kind of bar you want, then I would suggest using milled lumber, you know, that's finished. Will save you a little bit of work. Just cost you a little more. And again, build them to any spec you want, but they can be put together in a U shape. They can be put together 3, so it's 24 feet, or you can have 3 separate bars. But that's what we got. And that's it for this episode of How the Wedding Planner Does It. I hope you enjoy it. If you want more information, get in touch with me. I'll put together the spec sheet and everything else and take it from there. Right now I'm beat. So talk to you soon. Bye-bye.